Hey, what's going on, my favorite earth science class? Man, of course, you know it is Angler Week, and this is earth science, man, so I got to teach you how to live sustainably off of earth. Of course, you know, angling, we're talking about the water and what we can do with the water. And, man, we got fish today. So I'm going to show you how to dress fish, a.k.a. clean the fish, and get the guts out so we can eat those bad boys. All right, you ready? All right, let's get it. So first off, I'm gonna teach you a little secret, man. My parents always taught me, get you a fork, make sure you have protective eye covering so that when you scale the fish, you don't get scales in your eyes. Of course, scales can send you to the emergency room, but I learned something. If I simply take a water hose and spray these fish backwards, I can knock the scales off. So you ready? Here we go. Now, these are Spanish mackerel, so their scales aren't a big deal. They're really, really small and they're not an inconvenience. But if you get some other fish like croaker or spots, you want to scale them. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to spray it backwards and knock the scales off. The high pressure is going to knock the scales off in the opposite direction. Keep in mind, as they're swimming forward, they don't have to worry about knocking them off, but if they were to swim backwards, it would. All right? Good deal. So our scales are off. All right, next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the anus of the fish. Oh, my goodness, I almost forgot. So here I have a fillet knife. It's fairly sharp, but sometimes it gets dull. If I don't have something to sharpen my knife, I can simply get a rough, hard surface and in essence, sand it down. Go back and forth, all right? So I'm gonna do that for a couple of times. All right, I've done this ahead of time. I'm just doing it to shorten it up. And you'll notice that this edge is gonna be a lot sharper. Now, when I cut, I'm simply gonna cut from the anus of this fish. You can zoom in just a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna cut up away from myself. I might do it a little different because I'm used to this, but I don't want you to cut yourselves when you're doing it at home. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do it. And as I do this, I'm simply going to allow the knife to do the work so that I don't rupture any of the inside organs. If I rupture those organs inside, I could cause my meat to become bad, all right? Now, as I do this, I want you to zoom in or come in closer. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this fish up. Here I have all the internal organs. All right, I can't eat these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start near the anus of the fish and I'm just gonna pull. It's fairly simple. I'm gonna pull out. And in essence, I am good to go. We got the good stuff here. All right, check it out. All right. Now, for those of you who don't like the head on the fish, I want to preserve as much meat as possible. So I'm going to cut behind this fin right here, this dorsal fin, or the pectoral fin, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut up near the head so that I can preserve as much meat as possible. We want to take care of earth and all that it has to offer. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the other side. Make it symmetrical for all of my geometry students. Yes, sir. You know what the best part of this is? Catching them. I wish I would have had my camera on me. You could have seen the bad boys breaking in the water when we were reeling them in.
Woo! Spanish. Be Spanish. Woo! Yes.
What is that?
Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah. Now make sure I get him in the boat.
Say what?
Make sure I get him in the boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
Spanish mackerel.
All right. I'm gonna break this off. And there you have it. Perfectly good fish.